Borderlands The Pre-Sequel. We're doing the Volt symbols and challenges. We're at the Pity Fall, AA Gamer for Life, Demented Priest, and there are the time of the symbols if you're just interested in where those are at. Not really too concerned about the other challenges. While I do these videos, I try to get all the challenges in as you progress through the map. Okay, gonna get a look at the map where we're at here, and gonna show you a little bit how I got up here. The video kind of cut in a little late here. Anyway, this is our first Volt symbol, and then the first of the bison hidden crates is up here, stashes. The red crates. At the time, I wasn't even knowing that this was one of the secret crates here. Anyway, go ahead and loot it up. When you get through the main area and you cross over and you head outside, this is like when you're heading towards the engine room. Okay, this is like the second area. That wall right to the right is how you jump up here. I'll show you here in a second as we jump down. All right, you jump up to here, you jump on that wall, you get up to there where the Volt symbol is. All right, but stay on this crate and you can jump up to the next level and get there's another crate up there. Right up in here is another crate. All right, so loot it if you want. And again, we're heading to the engine room. So we got through the main part of the ship. You cross over, you go up a level, you head outside to where we're at now. We got our first crate, Volt symbol in.
Never was good with direction.
Okay, so as we're making our way up towards the engine room, there's an outside area, and the next of Byron stashes is out there.
Places to see, people to kill.
Okay, now this is on the lower area on the same side you would progress through to get to the engine room. So anytime you see an electric barrier like that, you know that there's a fuse panel or a pressure switch that needs to be deactivated.
Help! Help, Needle!
Okay, and that's also the home of Byron's chest in there, so... Alright, so if you head out basically 2 levels above where we're at right now, is how we get to that pressure switch to deactivate that. Okay, so that's how you would go in to progress through the map, but right here is this little fence wall here. Okay, use the crate to get up on top of there, or the edge of the... Alright. I guess you don't need anything, you just jump up there. Head to the edge and then jump over. A little bit of boost will get you there, and then slam down on the pressure plate. Then head back over and get to your crate. Okay, that's the second one. Now, I know where the third one was. I had a little bit of video snafu happening, and I was just going to show you where it is, but I had to reload a different profile just to get in the third crate. It's basically at the very end of the level after you beat the bison dude, and you pick up the AI intelligence. But anyway, once you make it into the engine room, there's a crate at the lower level here, right in the center. Go grab that, loot it. Okay, the volt symbol's on the upper catwalk area. We'll show you how to get to that. And then the other challenge related to this area is to disable the engine parts without using any guns. And we'll be seeing that in just a second. Alright, so jump up to the center control panel, but off to this one side is another crate. Okay, so we're at the upper level, right by the control panel. Okay, you need to jump up onto these pipes to get to that back walkway. So I jump up onto this little step here, crates, whatever, get up onto the pipe. You circle around, right here is our next volt symbol.
The hell am I?
Nice. Okay, so the other challenge in this area is that we need to disable the engine parts without using our guns. Alright, so follow the quest, hit the console panel here. And up there you can see it. So I was thinking I switched to my grenades. I threw a couple of corrosive grenades at it and didn't really seem to do anything to it, so I was like, well, how am I going to get up there to melee that? I either totally missed or they did not affect that. So anyway, the way I went up to get to the volt symbol, I'm just going to do the same thing. Basically jump up onto the pipe and circle around. And I'm able to jump up on top of that and just whip that thing. Now if you're the other guy, he's got like an elbow. I don't know how well that would work, but anyway, I can't really comment on the other characters and what their melee things are. The only thing I can recommend is using a different kind of grenade on it. Obviously it'd have to be a longbow, or you'd have to get on top of it and lob another grenade on it or something. I don't really know. All I know is I was able to get up there and whip it good. That'll be that.
To my ship, Vault Hunter? And why haven't you dealt with them, my sweet? Good work, that's...
Okay, so after you continue on, the next one is right behind the console that we activated. And I'm like, how am I going to get at that? And I can't whip it. And he's like, well, try a grenade. I'm like, okay. And that worked. And that unlocks the challenge.
Engine output at critical level, maggots.
So that takes care of that challenge. Okay, so as you progress through, there'll be another crate, and then we're going to get to the poop deck guy. And the challenge is that we need to kill him before the skipper does. And when we first got out to this point, we had no clue exactly what was going on with this skipper lady. So as we progress, we're like, all right, man, we got to be fast about this. And you'll see it here in just a second that the guy pops out and he comes towards you, but this chick like closes the door on him, And this all happens within 3 or so seconds. That's how fast it is. We were like, what the heck? So we had a dashboard out and come back, and it actually took us a few times because my buddy got the challenge, and then we had the dashboard out. So here we are again. He's like, this is what I use. We got this purple rocket launcher. It's got some crazy damage, fire, and all that. And plus I'm the gunslinger. So what I'm going to do is just activate the showdown ability as I'm walking through there. Because like I said, this happens very fast. So you need a weapon that's going to take this guy out with the quickness. And I don't know, obviously this rocket launcher's got the punch to do it. And consider I'm this chick, she's got that, you know, bonus damage when she's in showdown. So I go ahead and activate it, walk through, slam them, and get the challenge in. Like I said, that door closes so fast. If you tried using some regular guns on them, I don't know. If you were the girl, not the gladiator, this chick Nisha, with the showdown with a heavy sniper rifle, and you got a couple of critical hits on his head with a good sniper rifle, that may work. But the odds are you're going to need something really heavy to take him out with one shot like this rocket launcher did. So anyhow, that takes care of him, and like I said, you got to be with the quickness with that. And as soon as you get through the next area, there'll be another crate.
Never was good with direction.
Okay, so as you progress through, you're going to be coming up to the area where our next vault symbol is going to be. When you're starting to see these yellow ducks here, you know you're getting close to where the next vault symbol is. Okay, once you complete this level and you get to the point where you defeat this bison dude and get the AI and all that, a second quest is, or another quest is going to open up, a side one where you backtrack through this area right pretty much where we're at now. Alright, back here in the security area is where you're going to come back to get the super secret stash. I did a separate video on that as an achievement. Not the greatest stash, but anyway, it's an achievement anyway, called the super secret stash. But as you're progressing back through, grab the crate, and then we're going to cross over where we're going to have our boss battle.
Now I'm really pissed off. Welcome to your death, lad
Okay,
lover.
so basically this challenge is we need to kill him without damaging his force field. And a couple of arms to keep his shield up right here. And he kind of comes down to us and we just start laying into him with our weapons. Now, I get the challenge, but he does not. He actually had to come back today and get the challenge done. And I don't know why that happened like that, but anyway, this guy kind of, we've been back here a few times, he kind of floats around, but he takes damage in his shield. If you stop hitting him, his shield will go back up again. But I'm in showdown, I'm kind of just laying into him, and I can see that his health is going real down. I can see the acid is chipping away at him, and I just start laying into him, but it must have been my final shots that took him down. So that took care of the challenge. I got it, but my buddy did not. I don't know why it's not like a co-op thing. It totally should be. Okay, so the last thing is the last of Byron's chest. So when you get up to the AI quarters, as you can see, we're kind of jumped profiles here. Like I said, I had a little bit of video problem. I backtracked and could not find exactly what happened. Just to show you when you get to this last chest, it does unlock the challenge. As you can see, I'm a level 8. I switched characters and I'm in my buddy's game. And we went back and got the 2 other chests. And when we're in the AI hub, which would be right after you, this is where my buddy got his challenge for beating the bison. When you get up here, when you get to the main thing where you're supposed to end the quest, to the right is the last chest. To the left is another chest that you need stones to open up. Okay, so we're not on here via the quest, that's why the diamond isn't there. So like I said, I kind of jump profiles to get this last challenge in, so you can see that that's the chest right there. Okay, that's the last of Byron's stashes right there. So okay, everything else is pretty much what you saw previous to this. And that chest, you need 40 stones to open it up, but right there is the pity fall, and all 5 challenges are unlocked. AA Gamer for Life, Demented Priest. If the videos are helping you out, we'd appreciate the thumbs up and subscribing. We both work hard at this.